Hey y'all, happy Tuesday. Hope everybody had a great holiday weekend and got to enjoy family time. And mine was kind of a normal weekend. I stayed home, it was quiet. I did mow and weed eat yesterday. Weed eat it at my where my parents used to live, and I am feeling the repercussions of that today because I am sore today. I used my DR trimmer because it just works so much better. I didn't get as much done as I wanted to get done, but I got really hot and I could feel myself fading fast, so I stopped. And then I went back later to mow and realized I forgot to put more gas in the mower, so I went home to do that and my mower broke. A Lone Star. So, have you ever just felt like everything that you do is hard? That's kind of how I felt yesterday. I was like, every single thing I do is hard. But I know that the Lord that I serve, the God that I serve, even in the hard, He's there. Even in the hard, He's given me strength. I know we had 2 amazing services on Sunday morning and then an amazing concert Sunday night. It was so good to have JT and Rainey here with us. They're just such a blessing, and they're just a blessing. And if you need someone in your church to minister, JT is available. All you have to do is get in contact with him, and he can surely do an amazing job because he always does. He has a new album out. It's great. It's on Spotify, iTunes, all the things on all the sites. If you want to look him up, it's Justin Todd Herod, and it's got some good stuff. So go out and check him out. But we did have great services, and it was just a great time of fellowship afterwards too. So I'm just so thankful for him. And in thinking about the hard, and how sometimes everything that we do seems hard, I trust that the Lord is preparing me for something amazing. I just trust that. I trust it with everything that I am. But some days, it gets a little bit tougher. And in Romans 8, at verse 26, that's where I'm going to be today. Because it says, and the Holy Spirit helps us in our distress. The Holy Spirit helps us. He gives us all that we have need of. For we don't even know what we should pray for, nor how we should pray. But the Holy Spirit prays for us with groanings that cannot be expressed in words. And the Father who knows all hearts knows what the Spirit is saying. For the Spirit pleads for us believers in harmony with God's own will. So even when we're in a place, I posted on my Facebook page yesterday, if you can't pull yourself out of that dark space that you're in for today, that's okay. But here's another thought. Invite Jesus in and let Him sit with you and hold you. We need to know that He loves us in our mess, in our flesh, in our nonsense, in our craziness. He loves us. He loves us when we're angry. He loves us when we're jealous. He loves us when we're bitter. He loves us through all of those things. But we have to open up ourselves to Him so He can clean out all of those things. He can clean out that anger. He can clean out that jealousy. He can clean out that bitterness. He can clean out whatever it is that you're holding on to, unforgiveness. We have to open up to Him and allow Him to do that. Saw a lot of people holding the back of the chairs yesterday, not wanting to go to the altar. It's time for us to lay it down because it's hindering our progress with Him. And I realize that, and I'm so thankful for His correction, His love, and His mercy. But again, the Holy Spirit helps us in our distress. I do a thing called verse mapping, and I've been mapping out Isaiah 41:10, and one of the words that I chose as to get the definition and to all of that is help. Because sometimes I don't think we understand what help is. It's not doing something for somebody else so we can get something out of it. It's doing something for somebody else just because it's the right thing to do. Helping someone in their time of need, in their time of distress, in their time. And that's what the Holy Spirit is there for us every single moment of every single day. For we don't even know what we should pray, nor how we should pray. Sometimes it's getting on our face and just saying, Lord, I don't know what to pray. I don't even know how to pray. I don't know how to pray through the situation. And you let the Holy Spirit take over, and you let the Holy Spirit intercede on your behalf. And he prays in line with God's will. And we know that God causes everything to work together for the good of those who love God and are called according to his purpose for them. Does that mean he's going to throw out rainbows and diamond dust? No. We're still going to have trials and tribulations because we hold on to things far too long. We hold on to things that we shouldn't be holding on to. And God's trying to pry them out of our hands, whether it's a person, whether it's a thing, whether it's a job, whether it's a whatever it is. He's trying to pry that out of our hands so he can give us something infinitely better. And we just keep holding on to it because we can't imagine not having it in our life. And he's saying, let go, lay it down. Lay it down, let me have it, let me take care of it. That's hard for us. And it says, for God knew his people in advance, and he chose them to become like his son, so that his son would be the firstborn with many brothers and sisters. And having chosen them, he called them to come to him. He gave them right standing with himself, and he promised them glory. What more could we want? He chose us. When you hear that knock on your heart, and you know it's the Lord. I had a conversation yesterday with someone, and he was talking about somebody else, and he said, well, I know people can change. And I said, no, people don't change. God changes people. And he said, well, he hadn't changed me yet. And I said, have you asked him to? Have you allowed him to? And he went dead silent. The conversation switched because he didn't want to hear that part of it. Because he just didn't want to hear it. We have to ask him. We have to plead for him to come in and change us. And then we have to allow him that pruning, taking out that. And it hurts sometimes. It hurts because we hold so tightly to something. Like I said, whether it's a person, a thing, a job, we hold so tightly to it because we think that's who we are. We are who we are with that person. We are who we are in that job. We are who we are because of that thing. We're not. We're his. And we need to understand that he wants the very best for us. Just like the picture that goes across the internet ever so often. It's Jesus and a little girl. And he's asking her to give him this little stuffed bear. And she's holding on to it with all she can. But behind his back, he has a bigger one. He has a bigger, better. He has bigger and better for us. But sometimes we have to let him pry our fingers, let it go, and leave it there. Sometimes he has to break us to make us into the person he wants us to be. So if that's what he's trying to do, allow him to do that. Quit holding on and just go be held by him and allow him to mold you and make you. The weather is a little bit better today. It was nice yesterday. I thought it was nice enough when I went to weed eat that it would be okay. I was wrong. I got way hot. Oh, I even took water with me, but boy, I got way hot. It was hot. But I'm also out of shape, and I don't want to admit that to myself, but I am. I'm out of shape, and I need to get back in the gym. I hope you guys have a great evening. Oilton is having a great first today. The junior high has a football team, and they will be playing in Yale tonight. I think kickoff is at 6. I think that's what it was. I saw. So that's an exciting thing for the junior high. I'm excited for them. I was always known as the football Nazi, and I really wasn't the football Nazi. I love football as much as anybody else does, but it just didn't make sense, and we didn't have the funds for it. And I'm so thankful they found the funds for it. I'm thankful that they are able to revive this program, and I hope that the community will get behind it, get behind the school, and make this a successful thing. So if you're not doing anything, you want to go enjoy some fun, go over to Yale and watch those boys play tonight. It'll be a great, great time, I promise you. And then tonight, men, you have a meeting at 7 over in the multi-purpose building. And women, we will have a meeting at 10:30 tomorrow. It will be very to the T hour meeting because I am going to do FCA at the Yale schools tomorrow. I love being able to do that, and I'm thankful for Riley Reese for asking me. It's always a lot of fun to go in and get different perspectives from those kids. It's just funny how they are. They're usually pretty quiet. They don't say a whole lot. They don't ask a lot of questions, but I enjoy it. I enjoy watching their banter between one another and fighting over pieces of pizza or whatever it may be, but they're a lot of fun. So, and then we'll have youth on Wednesday, normal. The only thing coming up this month is men's only gathering. That will be the 19th and the 20th and the 21st. The 19th and the 20th will be at 7 p.m. and then the 21st will start at 8 a.m. You will have breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and it will be a great time, I promise you. And then Marcus Torgerson will also be with us in services on the 22nd. So I'm looking forward to that. I know Marcus is fired up about it. He is not churchy, but he has a heart for God. He is chasing God with everything that he has. I called him Mr. Sunshine and Rainbows one day, and he laughed at me. And it's like, he's such a positive person. And he's given me a pretty good talking to, and I appreciate it, and I needed it. But he's not churchy. But he speaks from his heart, and he speaks what the Lord gives him, and it's amazing. So, men, I know if you can, please be here, because I know you will get a blessing from it. And that's really kind of all we have this week, or this month. Kind of trying to fall back into routine and trying not to. We spent a lot of money this summer with camps and doing things and having youth every Wednesday, and we never backed off that. They get fed every week, and it gets expensive. So we're trying to just take some breathers, and just rest a little bit. So I hope you guys have a great, great day. I hope you'll go out and enjoy the weather. It is nicer today than it has been, and I hope to be back on here tomorrow. I'm not going to guarantee anything with running back and forth and doing all the things I need to do tomorrow, but I hope to be on here tomorrow. So I hope you guys have a great, great day, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.